Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace spoon goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Broncos at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first two games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on here, you think this is something we could see a lot?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lance now on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Lance looking to throw it. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Yeah, the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one. All right, they might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Let's go now.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And the Bronco defense comes up big.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Yeah, this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun, it's Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken around the 12. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Out to his left. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flushed to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field. That's a tough throw. What a great completion.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Here's Lance to throw it. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Lance looks to throw again. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Mitchell will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
From the 39, Wilson. His throw incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Wilson. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he will have the Broncos first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And he's got some space here.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Javon Kinlaw busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of, as they try and plan a comeback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On the move to his left.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Lance going back to the air after the pick six. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball that coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go. Shot 17. Ball red. Ready?
On 1st down, Lance.
It's caught. Mitchell.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down.
Ready.
Here's a toss right side to Mitchell. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see.
And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Working from the gun, Lance. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And he was looking for Elijah Mitchell out of the backfield.
That'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Now Lance again.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Lance.
Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Lance now on 1st down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Randy Gregory buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Another run with Mitchell.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it, and he'll pop that ball free.
The kick by Gold is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you have to have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Gordon got to be the veteran component of one of the league's best backfields last year in Denver. Even splitting carries, he was just outside the league's top 10 with 918 yards. He also added 8 touchdowns, his 6th straight year with at least that many.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Steps away to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he will have a Broncos first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And they run the option on second down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, and Sutton hauls it in over the middle. The Broncos on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps is unselfishness because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
I think every player in the NFL would want to come back from injury, as Nick Bosa did last season. 15.5 sacks, 4th in the NFL, after playing in only 2 games the prior season due to a knee injury.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on the play of the game now, 4th and goal. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of count.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
This is caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Dancing to his and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Lance back to throw.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down.
Lance looking to throw.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the 49ers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for